Wassail. So this is the full moon reading for the 9th of March, and this is the new moon from Pisces becoming full in Virgo. Now, it's a bit of a magical day in that Mercury, which has been retrograde, will go stationary direct on the 9th along with the full moon, and from this point onwards there will be 47 days of all the planets moving forwards direct. So this is a really magical time. Also on the 20th of March there's a conjunction between Mars and Jupiter will be massive. You'll be able to see both of these planets with the naked eye, and they're going to be bringing an expansive earthing, it's physical gifts coming to your molecules. So you need to do some shadow work, I'm sure, during this period, to prepare your molecules, to clean them up, to clean your body, to clean your thoughts, so that you can draw in like a magnet all the wonderful things that Jupiter's bringing to us. And don't forget, it's Jupiter-Juno now. It's both energies, and they're your energy wings, and so they're going to want to be cleansing things. So get some shadow work in. Let's ding the bowl. The beginning one was honestly so like a crash. It sort of smashed in. It was, and then it kind of stalled. And I did a 4th ring because I needed to feel where this energy was going. It's kind of like it blasts down on us, and then it softens and softens. Remember, we're heading now towards the next moon being in Aries, and that's the beginning of a new astrological year. So there's a lot of this Piscean, watery, emotional energy that's about creating endings, stripping things away that we don't need anymore. So I'm going to begin with the double Anna Stark. I really wanted to start with my mystical shamanic oracle deck, but apparently this is where we need to begin. So let's give them a whirl. So the full moon in Virgo is all about preparing for the Virgoan moon in 6 months' time, which is about harvest and the equinox. This moon takes place over the Vernal Equinox. So this is a really massive energy shifting time. So let's see what messages, please, coming in for this full moon in Virgo on the 9th, and this 47 days of every planet zooming forwards. I mean, it really did crash. It's like putting the foot down, pedal to the metal or metal to the floor, or whatever that phrase is. I'm not really a car person. So now they're interesting. I need more. Not seeing the story there. Oh, there we go. 3 others have crashed down. Oh, you see, now we're getting. So the first 3 cards, I mean, the main central energy is this purification. This is the watery Pisces energy that I was talking about, this stripping away, this changing, this purifying of your frequency so that you can prepare for new things. And you have the card of protection. So this card is talking about how, look, that's no way to protect yourself, because no energy, nothing will be flowing through you. So the message on this is, if you are calling upon guides and angels and your ascended masters to protect you during this full moon, you're going to stop this purification process, the shadow work that you need to do. You need to let go of requiring other entities to do the work that you need to do yourself. And we have the card of astral travel, which is card number 3. So I'm getting some more earringing downloads, and I know that there are uploads coming, but I'm hearing that these downloads are to help you strip away the protective layers that are blocking you. Some of the protective layers are, some of these are in your DNA, and they really need to be cleaned out. It's a spring clean, okay, it's a spring clean, it's a Vernal Equinox. It's the preparation for moving forwards. We have this thing about caution being needed. It's the caution to flow. Okay, I'm going to come to the next 3 cards in a minute, but first we're going to go to the new Sufi wisdom oracle, which arrived yesterday. They're beautiful. So we need clarification on this protection, purification and renewal that's taking place. So can we please have a couple of cards of guidance for astral travel, purification and protection, that's a lot, so I'm going to take just the 2 that have fallen on the cards. Okay, so we have beyond the ego. Beyond the ego. So, I'm hearing Kalima because we're supposed to post this 3-3 portal that's opening, the Ninlil. We're supposed to be earthing our raw feminine energy into the earth to bring about some kind of balance. And Kalima is about burning away the ego. She burns away Shiva's ego. So this is to step beyond your ego, step beyond your anticipations, surrender to the flow of life. So this moon is a period of adjustment. It's a period, I know we've said purification, but it's to release your ego, release the things that you think you require, and allow the flow of the cosmic energies to deliver the things you actually need and require, not the things you think you do. So really stripping the ego away, take away that need of control, but setting intentions. You can still have intentions that you will be in the flow of life within the next 6 months. And don't forget, we've got that solar eclipse coming up, which is going to be massive. And then you have balanced life. Love seeks your well-being. So the focus is really about finding balance in your life. The energy in this woman's hands is incredible, but it is earth and solar plexus energy, and there's this star, this cosmic promise that turns up. Once you release your ego, you release the how you view yourself. You release the way in which you perceive of yourself. You release expectations, you release fears, you release self-doubts. If you trust and you use your heart chakra to emanate just pure loving energy to everything, you will begin to feel the balance in life. So the next three cards, I just actually want to say that within that, we've got a completion and a new beginning. So you've got 3, 4, 6 and 60. So you've got 4 and 6 of purification, which is a completion and new beginning. You've got 60 plus the 3, 6 and 3, 63 is the frequency of the molecules, and that together makes a 9. Now, that makes 19 in total as you add them together, and 9's always vanish. So actually this is about preparing for a new beginning. This full moon is bringing the energy of a spring vernal equinox restart. We've got the Devas. They're turning up a lot at the moment. So their energy, these are the Vedic folk who are the Aquafarians, and they did turn up recently in another couple of readings, but they were involved. They were here on the earth a long time ago, and then there was a great cataclysmic kind of energy war that took place, and the souls of all those involved were shattered, broken, like tiny fragments of crystal, and it's taken the cosmos a long time to rebuild them and bring them back, and to, I mean, kind of put them through therapy, really. But they're back, and these devas are inside the earth grid. They're changing the frequency of the world so that we can move forwards to newer things. So you need to try and call out to these devas. You know, you don't have to use crystals to do this. I mean, I love my crystals, but you can, and there is a crystal on the third eye. It's about rock, minerals. It's about the things that we would call non-sentient. So it's not the world of the natural world where plants grow, trees, grasses and things like that. This is about the rock, the minerals on which everything else sits. It's like it's the soul of the planet. It's the soul of the earth that's being changed. And then we have, and that's 3-8, and then we have 6-8. So again, we have this 3 and this 6, this frequency energy, this buzzing of the 3 and 6 waiting on the 9, which is the two numbers together. But this time it has the number 8 twice. So 3-8, 6-8. 8s are about moving into an energy of change and abundance. Okay, so we have energy balance. We have to bring our energy into balance. Notice on this card, this wonderful, this is the earth opening itself to you, and your energy being aligned through the earth and up to the cosmos. And then we have the card of abundance. This also came out in the reading yesterday with Mary Magdalene. So we're picking up on an energy theme again, and this is the abundance pouring down from on high. This is not going to happen though if you don't do the shadow work. I'm going to keep saying that because there's a real sense for a lot of people that shadow work, something which you think is relatively easy and you think is done. It's never done. It's never done. There's always more shadow work. There's always another layer to undo. So, Sufi wisdom on this connection to the earth grid. So, determination, perseverance leads to fortune. So, this card it's about how you have to persevere. You have to have the determination if you want this expansive Jupiter energy conjunct with Mars on the 20th to take place in your life, to have a hold, to bring something new towards you. You've really got to open yourself up to this. Oh. And then, as I say, open yourself up to this. The next card is open mind. Replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. So it's such a beautiful card. They're so gorgeous. So interestingly in this, there is a figure who is holding a staff of power, Kundalini energy imbalance. And this is this. So these cards are really on message for you today. There is a sense of the sun and the moon. There's opening of a portal. There's an idea that this sort of cosmic eye looking down, we're being encouraged and watched by spirits and aliens and all kinds of mystical Deva-like creatures. Now remember, these are the Devas in the Earth grid. There are other Aquafarians who are up in the cosmos, and they're working together to bring changes and balance to everything. So then the abundance card comes along with time to play. Make time to dance and play. Again, this came up a few times recently. This is the new energy. We're being drawn. Sorry, let me bring that card forwards to you. I have to say, actually, she doesn't really look very much like she's playing, but she is basking in the joy of the sun. And there is a real kind of connection between the energies of these two cards in terms of their colourway. And colour is very important. You really do need to be observing colours, because colours are very healing for us. You know, living in a house with white walls, I know I've got white in here, but this is a space where I heal people, and I don't like to influence the colours. But you do need to attach yourself to colours, notice which colours you're drawn to, and then research what it means to be drawn to certain colours. So, let's have some animal energy cards. So, playfulness, dancing, very, very important. You see, I'm not hearing these cards. I'm not hearing them. No, they're not what needs to come. Sorry about that. Pick a deck, please. Lenormand. So, okay. So, Lenormand cards. Wonderful cards. And we have 5. Oh, beautiful. Really lovely, lovely energies. So, begins with the point of this is cross, this is karma, this is to end something, to take those old patterns, so replace the old cycle with a new cycle. So strip yourself through shadow work of all the things you no longer need, pop them inside a coffin, bury them, plant a wonderful memorial over them so that you don't forget them. They're not going to go away, they're in your memory, but let go of them, and then you can fly on like crow, take off and join your energies so that you can have this wonderful connection. Flying is the theme of the next card, Stork. Oh, sorry, this is also 36. This really is about this energy, the frequency of what holds all the molecules together is changing. So the shift in the old 3D reality is being jostled around now so that we can move to the new 5D reality. Stork is about being able to migrate, go away and leave. And this is a white stork. Now, white storks have a huge connection within Egyptian mythology. And this is card 17, which is an 8. So that's the other energy number that we're getting over and over again. I mean, just from a UK point of view, storks have been absent from the UK for a long time, but there's a place called Neb Park, somewhere in West Sussex, where they've transformed all of the wildlife and the landscape to be much more natural, and storks are beginning to return. And I think it was last year that the storks laid some eggs, but they weren't successfully hatched. But look, we have a little tiny baby in a cup. So the nesting birds are bringing new life. So this is about returning to the self, free of ego. This is a card saying it's time to move forward. And then we have garden. Now, garden was the pleasure gardens, and back in Madame Lenormand's day, this was the only place really where men and women could meet and interact with each other. So these were very important. But this is about links to social media. This is about your place in the world. This is about enjoyment. This is that time to play energy coming out in the Lenormand cards. And this is a 20. We are in the year of 2020. So many things that we've been trying to do throughout 2019 that just couldn't happen were being stalled. So it's now time, with the new energy of this frequency, this change in the earth grid, for things to start to come together. And then we have 33 and 34. So consecutive numbering. The egg is hatched. This is the key to success. The dragon has come from within the shell, and this is 33. This is rebirthing the 3D world so that you can step through to the 5D. And this only happens if you can connect with the energy of, you see, I want to say magic, but it is magic, but it's to do with new beliefs. You have to break through the illusions of what you hold as true in the 3D world. By doing the shadow work, you can shed things and begin to see the wonders and the miracles that are hidden below the surface. And then we have 34, fish, which is abundance. Again, it's this wonderful sense of comfort and calm, balance. You know, there's an amusing thing in this, which people always pick up on. There's a little tiny man at the back sitting in the house, and he's kind of left his pipe here. Now, there's two ways of looking at that. He could be sitting there thinking, oh, where have I left my pipe? He could also be thinking, so I left my pipe. I don't need my pipe anymore. Going to move forwards from that. It was a habit I no longer need. It's an old pattern. But by releasing old patterns and being in your flow, you get a much better outcome to life. So what do we need for a final message on this? So now the shamanic. So this is to do with this Jupiter Mars conjunction on the 20th, with all the planets moving forwards for 47 days, which is incredible. The speed with which things are going to change and transform is going to be immense. So what do we have? What are we looking forward to? What are we looking forward to? What is Jupiter-Juno energy bringing to us from the 20th with the Mars conjunction, this expansive earthing and grounding of everybody? That's not sorry, I want the cards to dance out in true expansive form. That's interesting, that Hunter card fell out straight away, and then, there we go. Just wanted one to take off and land. Oh my now, well, what can we say? So, 2227. We've also got 2627, but the 26 is coming later. So, hunting around, this is the past. This is what's being veiled over. This is personal demons. This is replace the old cycle. This is a very important card, this one here. So replace the old cycle with a new one. And you've got to start hunting around to decide exactly what your place is in the earth. What is this new frequency coming to you, this 2227? What is the energy of that? This is a 13, this is divine feminine. This is when you've grounded and pulled your energy down, you get that wonderful 13. And you need to search your soul, again, as I said, to reach this balanced life. We've got to move beyond the ego. That's how we do this. We have to purify to move beyond the ego. Then we have the card of the Earth Keeper. You know, we're talking about moving into a new form of the earth. This is the message of the cards. This Earth Keeper is a really ancient spirit that hasn't been around in this form for eons. And it's a deeply protective spirit with the most wondrous, magical abundances to offer in that playful energy. And I am getting that real sense of laughter, you know, real releasing of fears, giggling and enjoying and being a little bit silly and having fun. Okay, a new and exciting pathway with an open mind. This is an 18, which is a 9. So this is, the earth is creating the divine frequency to rewire you. Hunter is also a 9. And then we have the mystical shaman, the 2728. No, sorry. That was completely wrong. There was 2 that matched. Sorry, it's that one. Ignore that. Ignore the hunter. It comes later again. So, the mystical shaman card is this new... It's a cosmic shaman energy that's different to the energies that you've previously known. There's a small figure of a face just blowing away. Again, this notion of releasing old patterns, opening the mind to the new energies that are coming in. So, hunting around 2627, that was the link I meant to make. Hummingbird energy, it's heart chakra again. This combining of your body into the earth is what creates this kundalini staff of divine masculine, divine feminine. But you only get there when you push your raw feminine in and burn into the earth frequency so that you can burn away your ego and bring your heart into alignment in the energy ray, the paradise ray, which is back online in the core of the earth, this aquafarian, aquamarine energy frequency. The aquamarine paradise ray is the most healing of all rays. The divine feminine, when she created all life as the empress, used this energy frequency to create all. And it's part of your divine blueprint, which almost ought to be our divine aquamarine print in a way, because the original frequency at which our soul came in, bringing that balanced life, earthing us in, it came from an aquamarine energy frequency that gets transformed on the earth, and we're now trying to return ourselves to that aquamarine frequency. So I'm just going to see if, because they're new, if the Sufi wisdom cards could just give us one final message of where we're heading throughout this full moon. There it is. Oh, so beautiful. Surrender with joy, and it is aquamarine. Surrender with joy, achieve greatness through surrender. Achieving greatness through surrender. So, surrendering, purifying, letting go, trusting that you are protected by your own energy frequency of your heart, stripping away your ego, working with determination to bring about this playfulness that will bring abundance. But to do this, you really do have to come at everything with a new, open mind, release old patterns, surrender to the new energies that are flowing into you to reach this balanced life. That's wonderful stuff, wonderful energies, beautiful energies. I'm loving the new Sufi cards, and there's so much coming towards you, new beginnings, new magical openings, and the ability to create the cosmic shaman within you. This is a shaman connected not just to the earth energies, but connected with their open mind to the cosmic energies and the earth. So this is a shaman who works with the frequencies of the, oh look, 1838. So this is a mystical shaman that comes from the cosmos, working with guides from other galaxies, doing a kind of light language, sound frequencies kind of healing. They're not necessarily working with plant medicines, though they may be, but they're going to be connecting you to different portals to help you find your pathway to the 5D world. So that's the message for this moon. I hope you enjoy it. Really work on the energies, do the shadow work, find a way to heal yourself. There's many pathways to get to your future, but just know that you can do all of this, and watch out for the beautiful portal that's opening on 0303. Wassail.